Hey everyone, welcome back to the Daily Past. I hope you're all doing well today. We've got a really interesting topic to dive into, and it's something that could shape the future of global power dynamics, especially when it comes to the US and India. Today we're talking about why these two countries need to come together and strengthen their relationship to face the growing challenge of China. It's a big topic, but it's absolutely essential if we want to understand where the world is headed. So why should India and the US be best friends right now? Let's break it down. If we take a look at the world right now, it's clear that things are shifting fast. From ongoing chaos in Syria to tensions in Eastern Europe and growing instability in South Korea, the global landscape seems more unpredictable than ever. And honestly, we're entering a time when the US President Trump will face an even more uncertain world in 2025 than it did in 2017. And at the heart of all these challenges? China. China is looking to completely change the global order with its own set of rules. It's not just about military power, it's about economic and technological dominance too, and the US has a huge stake in pushing back against that. But here's the thing, facing China alone isn't the answer. The US needs strong allies, and India is one of the most crucial. Both nations have a lot at stake when it comes to containing China's rise. Now let's talk about why India and the US make such a good pair. India's in a unique position. The country has one of the largest, youngest populations in the world, full of skilled professionals in fields like tech and engineering. The US, on the other hand, is struggling with a shortage of skilled workers in exactly those same fields. So what do we have here? A huge opportunity for collaboration. India could provide the human capital that the US needs, while the US has the capital and technology that can help India grow and reach its full potential. It's a classic win-win situation. But for all the potential, their relationship hasn't really hit its stride. And a big part of that is domestic politics. Let's be real for a moment. Domestic politics often complicates things, even when they don't need to. For example, during Trump's first term, even though President Trump and Prime Minister Modi had a solid personal relationship, their governments couldn't seem to agree on how to improve economic ties. In fact, FDI from the US to India was surprisingly low. Why? Well, it mostly came down to Trump's protectionist policies, especially when it came to immigration, which made it harder for skilled workers, including many from India, to get into the US. And this is where both countries lost out. India has the talent, and the US has the resources, but without easier pathways for talent exchange, they're both holding themselves back. Now let's talk about the current administration under President Biden. Biden has been focusing a lot on strengthening US industries with policies like the CHIPS Act and the Inflation Reduction Act, designed to boost manufacturing and reduce dependency on China. While that's all well and good, it does present a challenge for India. India needs foreign investment more than ever actually. But in 2023, FDI into India dropped by 43%, which is worrying. While multinational companies are moving supply chains out of China, India isn't necessarily the first choice for a lot of them. This is where the US could come in. The US has the capital and tech that could help India ramp up its competitiveness and create more jobs. But again, that requires both sides working together, and they can't let domestic politics get in the way. We also can't ignore the innovation gap here. India has the potential to lead in high-tech industries, but it's still lagging behind. For example, India's share of high-tech exports is only 12% compared to China's 23%, Israel's 22%, and even Vietnam's 39%. If India is going to compete with China on the tech front, it needs to make some serious strides. At the same time, the US is facing a huge shortage of skilled professionals, especially in high-tech fields like semiconductors. There's an estimated shortfall of 90,000 workers in the semiconductor sector alone. If the US is going to stay ahead in tech, it needs more talent, and India could provide it. But, and this is a big but, if both countries want this collaboration to work, they can't keep letting issues like visa restrictions and immigration policies create roadblocks. Immigration is a tough topic in the US right now, but if both nations want to be at the forefront of global innovation, they need to figure out a way to work around these barriers. So here's the real question, how do India and the US reimagine their relationship? It's time to rethink the way they approach things like immigration, trade, and technological cooperation. Instead of letting protectionism or domestic political agendas get in the way, both countries need to create more opportunities for people, ideas, and capital to flow freely. India's talented workforce and the US's cutting-edge tech can complement each other perfectly. It's about both countries playing to their strengths and moving forward together. If they can get this right, they'll be in a much stronger position to take on China, not just in South Asia but globally. At the end of the day, India and the US need each other. The stakes are high, and the time to act is now. If they work together, they can secure a future where both countries thrive and where they lead in shaping the world order. China is pushing hard to dominate, and the only way to counter that is for India and the US to come together as allies. So what do you think? Are India and the US doing enough to build a strong partnership, or is politics still getting in the way? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions on this. Do you think these two countries can really make it work, or is there just too much holding them back? Thanks for tuning in to the Daily Pass today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights on the issues that matter. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep watching the Daily Past.